We're about to start the book tour for my new book, The Altman Close. What's up, New York? Jesus.
The Altman Close. He's been called the $1 Million Man.
The Altman Close.
Hey, Julian Edelman.
Reading The Altman Close.
All right, that's a wrap.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake.
Here we go. I am absolutely exhausted. I just landed an hour ago from Los Angeles, and I'm here in New York City. What's up, New York City? We're about to start the book tour for my new book, The Altman Close. You probably heard about it because I talk about it a lot. Anyways, this next 14-day period is crucial in making sure we get that book into everybody's hands who wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, represent real estate, flip real estate, whatever it is. We gotta make sure that they understand The Altman Close is the best book in the world, period. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me today. I got a lot of interviews back to back. In fact, this New York trip that I just landed is gonna be about a 36-hour tour. I'm gonna check in with some of the New York brokers that I do a lot of business with. I'm gonna tour some of the properties that I help market globally, and because you know how we do it. You know I'm gonna show you some cool shit, right? This is what's called a whirlwind tour, where most people would take, you know, 4 or 5 days and enjoy New York. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. We got about $1 billion in listings back in LA, and we don't have time to mess around, and I owe that to my clients to get back to LA and hit the ground running. You ready? Let's do this. I love you, New York. Come on.
Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out.
See a Starbucks or a coffee bean or anything, I'm gonna run in and grab a coffee. It's funny because people ask, you know, Josh, do you think you could sell real estate in New York City? And I'll tell you the #1 difference, because I do a lot of business back and forth. And when my New York broker friends come out to LA, they also say there's the biggest difference. You know me, I want to go show houses. I hop in my car and I show houses. You know, park on the side of the street right in front of the house. We run in. Here, it's a totally different game. You got to have a driver 24/7. You can't spend time looking for parking. I feel like $1 Million Listing New York. Except I'm a lot shorter than those guys. But I'm a lot better than those guys. If I wasn't a real estate agent, I'd be a model.
Close your eyes for a second. All right.
There you go. Ready to roll. Nice. Getting ready to go on Yahoo Finance right now. Fortunately, I'm not gonna have you guys come in because it's a little tight. It's a studio, it's live. They're not gonna allow us, but you're gonna be able to see it on TV. And we're gonna talk about the Altman Close.
Josh Altman, co-founder of the Altman Brothers, and he joins us now. Hey Josh, thanks for coming on.
How are you?
Great.
Good to see you. Every time you think the market's slowing, someone goes and drops $60 or $70 million on a house, and then it's like, whoa, we're back. But it's going to be an interesting year, which is why you should go out and you should buy the Altman Close.
I was just going to say.
Tell us about your book.
In a market that's not perfect, you want to be the best, and every deal counts. And so, you know, this book that I wrote, it wasn't even supposed to be a book. I actually was just writing notes to teach all the agents that work for me. And so I say, you know what, this year I'm going to write every tip of every deal that I close, how I closed it and how I negotiated it. And a year later, I had 200-something pages. And then I said, well, actually, let's see if we can make money off it. Just kidding.
Good for Miles when he eventually is looking to buy a house, huh?
Yeah,
for $60 million.
We all need to settle down.
In Brentwood.
All right, Josh, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much. All right, well, that was Yahoo Finance. That was fun. And look, I've been doing interviews for nonstop over a decade. I'm here to promote the book. And so easily, when there's not a lot of time, you can just go off on a tangent and not get that accomplished. So I made sure to throw in the book. Go buy the book because you got to do that. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. Come on to the next one.
West side of that old town, but there's no show, so I go down to the open mic, show love to the real.
Time Magazine, Realtor of the Year. I don't know. We're going to Money. Money Magazine. If I had a magazine, that's what it would be called. Money Magazine.
What do I do to protect myself from somebody looking for all those flaws?
Got it. So I will tell you that no matter what you say as a seller or an agent, it's not going to make someone buy a house. Within the first 20 seconds of walking through a house, somebody knows if they're really interested or not, and if they're probably going to buy it. So there's no reason for you to oversell. Trust me, someone is not writing a check for $1 million or $2 or $3 million to buy a house because of something you said. It's because of what they want. So less is more. Make sure to go to the altmanclose.com. Comes out April 9th, but you can pre-order it now. You can get it anywhere, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, whatever. And that's it, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And blowing up from the underground, and they stepping on a landmine now. And he knows it's my time now. Coming up, I'm on the climb now.
So this is the 9/11 memorial that we just passed. And that obviously holds a place in my heart because I was actually here, I was in Manhattan. I had just graduated school and I was working in Manhattan. I was actually selling phone service door to door, business to business. That's how I first got into sales. And 9/11 happened. And I remember because I was on like 14th and Park, which you had this straight shot down to the Twin Towers. And so I remember watching, I think it was the second plane, but the first plane you saw, I saw the smoke and the fire and everything, and then the second plane went in, I saw, and I remember calling my parents at the time, and it was crazy because there was no phone service, because everybody, I assume because everybody was on their phone, you know, because it was an emergency, but I couldn't get through, my phone wasn't working, and then I finally got through to my parents, and I told them what was going on, and then I ended up walking home like 30 something blocks. The New York Police Department, the New York Fire Department, I mean, these guys are legends.
Okay, I'm working on a Wednesday, then up again the next day. So-and-so is popping, man, I skip him like he leg day.
So how has fatherhood changed you? Deep questions for Josh Altman.
I'm trying to work a lot smarter than I am harder. I try to get more things done in a smaller period of time because I love going home and playing with Lexi.
All right, good answer.
And, you know,
smarter, not harder.
You realize what matters in life. It's
yeah, save this. This is beautiful. All right.
The Altman Close. That's the title of the new book by real estate guru Josh Altman. He's been called the $1 Million Man. Real estate mogul Josh Altman has been showing off the biggest properties with the biggest price tags, working with the biggest stars like Miley Cyrus, Mila Kunis, and Mark Wahlberg.
Well, we just closed a good one. We sold Katy Perry's house to our client, Mr. Chow.
From the restaurant chain, Mr. Chow?
From the restaurant chain.
I don't know if people know, you were a kicker at Syracuse, and we actually played against each other in the 1999 Orange Bowl, Florida versus Syracuse. Do you remember anything of the game?
Because if I remember correctly, you wiped the floor with us.
It was 31-10, not that I remember anything. Yeah, I'd say the guy's doing okay. He's got a great new book with great tips for anyone interested in real estate, and you can get it at thealtmanclose.com.
All right, that was Daily Mail. Now on to the next one. We're heading down to CNBC. How cool is that?
That's right, I'm coming back like OJ, like a running back in his old days. Still rocking those OJs. My paycheck's gonna...
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
What up?
I think we're going to actually close on the removal index.
Great, great, perfect.
We asked for 275, they came back at 60.
Okay, all right, cool, cool. All right, good, man. Well, great job. I'm glad we're able to close it. Well, that's it, CNBC. Make it. Here we are on 30 Rock, by the way. How cool is that? I mean, this is an epic, epic building. You got like Jimmy Fallon right across the hall, although he's not here right now. Otherwise, I'd try to sell my house. But long day. We're now going to end it.
come and the money go, but my God's here when he's staying with you. Blowing up off the internet. All these haters need to introspect, cause they been hating while the rest.
Day 2. Super pumped, even though I haven't even had my coffee yet, but I got a giant glass of water. So what I like to do, a little trick of the trade, is because it's early, I'm still warming up my voice. Normally I'm yelling at people on the phone about a real estate deal, but it's a different voice as opposed to the interviewing voice. So I just like to talk loud. That's why I'm talking loud right now. All right, good talk. You're a shark. Be a shark. You have tough skin. Check your ego at the door. No, take the ego with you. Own it. Then lease it. Then flip it. Move on.
Please welcome back to People Now, Josh Altman.
How
Hello.
are you? Good to see you. All these tips and tricks, by the way, you've got this upcoming book, The Altman Close. You're revealing some of the advice, the real estate negotiation tactics. I wanted to know about, I guess, why now for this book, and then also how much has the game changed for you in terms of your strategy?
In a year time, I close about 150 to 200 deals. I wrote down every single what I call golden hammer, which is the reason why I won the negotiation. I wrote it down, I set up the whole deal, and I put it on a piece of paper. After a year, I had about 200 pieces of paper. And so I gave it to my agents. My agents were like, oh my God, this is the greatest book. You got to do this. And that's how this book became. Why now? The market's interesting out there. So I think it's kind of that perfect time that you get on the top of your game, you become the ultimate closer. If it's not only for real estate agents, it's for buyers, sellers, investors, people who just, you negotiate in life.
Yeah.
I negotiate with my wife all the time.
Yeah, right.
My daughter wins every negotiation. but, you know, so anyways, I put it all together and it's a great book. And if you want to be a closer, go buy the book.
I like that.
And Josh's new book, The Altman Close, is available for pre-order now. It will be out wherever books are sold on April 9th.
That realness, don't feel this, but I've been sick. That illness, I've been fresh like
Big time ready, going on the Today Show. Time to promote, time to sell, time to educate everyone on how to be a closer. I'm excited, I'm pumped up, I got my coffee, so that gets me pumped up right there. This is what New York's all about right here. I love the energy. Ready to roll? Come on, let's do this. Whoa, oh my God, I love this. There it is, the official first copy. Look at this, this is a beauty. Handsome bastard on the cover too. Look at that. Love it.
Practical tips, and it made me feel like energized to go. I maybe want to go become an agent, buy a home, sell a home. It was inspiring, and I'm an editor. I'm a cynical New York editor. That was my reaction. So
I love it.
Nice work.
It means a lot.
Bookstore event's coming up.
Yeah, get that wrist in shape.
325.
That's right.
It was fun. I mean, it was as fun as you got when you got that head cold. But it was fun. Everybody was so nice.
Real estate extraordinaire Josh Altman has written a book to help you seal the deal and get what you want when buying or selling a home. And it's called
The Altman Close $1 Million Negotiation Tactics from America's Top-Selling Real Estate Agent.
Whoa, I love
Try
that when you're as medicated as I am.
Josh, we scored. Now, Josh, be honest, people may see your book and say, you know what, I know he does that big high-rolly life, and that's not my life, so I'm going to pass on the book. But
why should they not do that?
Right. So no matter what the size of the deal is, you got to know the tips to negotiate.
Yeah.
And if it's a $200,000 home or a much more expensive home, they are all exactly the same. And trust me, because I did 150 deals last year, and I wrote down every close tip and every what I call golden hammer in the book that allowed me to win the negotiation. And a year later, I had 200 pages, and we ended up putting it into a book.
You can pre-order The Altman Close at today.com/shop.
This is my new book, so make sure to swipe up and go negotiate the dream, huh?
That was great. Thank you so much. Let's sell the book.
All right, thank you. Thank you guys for all your help. Yeah,
So nice
always
to
fun.
come back,
It's
visit.
a lot of fun hanging with you guys, always.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, that's a wrap. Heading back to LA. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I gotta go show and sell some houses now. So go buy the book and you can do the same thing. This one's interesting. So I'm actually seeing this previewing this for a client of mine, big time billionaire in LA that wants to buy in New York, and his specification, let's do it. You know, what's great about having partners all around the country, fellow Douglas Elliman man right here. One of the top agents at Douglas Elliman.
East-West.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, it's so important when you're doing global real estate, when you're doing super high-end stuff, that you have people everywhere. So you're at like 3,800 a foot on this.
All right, it gets better. Let's head in. Massive kitchen.
Well, so you're seeing a couple different value points here. I mean, downstairs, you got the pool, 3 stories. It's kind of like a house, it's 12 million. Up here, you're spending almost double.
I'm gonna show you why. Let's walk upstairs.
All right, let's see why.
Because here's what
do you think?
Don't have downstairs.
Wow, 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 wow. What's up, New York?
Even Jersey looks good from here.
I'm bringing LA to New York. Curious, how much value do you think a rooftop deck like this adds?
I mean, in New York City, this size, outdoor grill, everything you can do up here, you're talking a couple $1 million right off the bat.
These local buyers or these international buyers, who's coming into New York City and dropping $20 million? Hedge fund guys?
These are local families.
Okay.
Mostly finance guys down in Tribeca.
All right, well that's it. You heard it here first. 20 million. By the way, their commissions here are about 3% each side.
We should get that little potential commission over here.
Dinner on Andrew.
Let's go.
Make sure to subscribe. This is just the beginning of the most ridiculous, insane real estate that we see everywhere we go. Altman Brothers style. YouTube, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. I gotta go take a nap because I'm tired.
Let's go.